Hello and welcome to your Township's 2019 Board of Equalization. This brief presentation will review the new valuation methodology implemented into the 2019 agricultural land values. At the end of the presentation, a member of the Ward County Tax Equalization Office will be happy to answer any questions that you may have. Prior to today's meeting, all members of your Township Board and members of the public were invited to attend one of 6 review meetings that were held in mid-December of 2018. At these meetings, much of this information was provided. It also provided an opportunity for property owners to review their own independent parcel information with a Ward County staff member. So let's begin. Valuation of agricultural land is set forth in North Dakota Century Code 57-02-27.2. The State of North Dakota Tax Commissioner has several published items, including the General Property Taxation Guidelines and the Guide to Assessing Agricultural Land. All 3 of these resources are used in the valuation of agricultural land within Ward County. A copy of this information is available through the State Tax Commissioner's website at www.nd.gov/tax. In 2017, Ward County Board of Equalization instructed the Tax Equalization Office to implement land use valuation methodology to complement the implementation of the most current detailed soils data from the NRCS. North Dakota Century Code requires all counties to implement use of soil type and soil classification data from a detailed soil survey. After the implementation of soil data, the local assessor may apply the consideration of modifiers to adjust agricultural property or actual land use of the property for cropland or non-cropland purposes. In the attempt to accommodate for a variety of different adjustments that would be made when implementing modifiers, the Ward County Soils Committee and the Ward County Commission instructed the implementation of actual land use so that adjustment could be made to all properties rather than limiting adjustments to those that applied for modification. By implementing land use, agricultural land will be assessed on the basis of both soil type and the use of the property, either cropland or non-cropland. In order to accurately value agricultural land using land use and detailed soil data, 3 main complex systems are integrated to perform the calculations. First is GIS. It is used to calculate the number of acres of each soil type within a parcel and the number of acres of cropland and non-cropland. Second, NRCS soil survey is used to provide the state-mandated detailed soil data. The third and final system is a computer-aided mass appraisal system, also known as CAMA system. This system allows for the computation of land data to derive at a fair and equitable valuation. All soils data used in the 2019 valuations was collected from the NRCS. Access to the same information is available through the NRCS website, Web Soil Survey. Soil types, soil descriptions, productivity indexes, farmland classification, salinity risk, and total acres of land are all derived from this data source. Ward County has soil types with productivity index ranging from 0 to 99. So many of you may be asking yourselves, what is GIS? GIS is a geographic information system. Simplest put, it is a computer-based framework for gathering, managing, and analyzing data. Rooted in the science of geography, GIS integrates many types of data. It analyzes spatial location and organizes layers of information into visualizations using maps and 3D scenes. With this unique capability, GIS reveals deeper insights into data, such as patterns, relationships, and situations, helping users make smarter decisions. Ward County uses GIS to analyzing and develop assessment data. The primary connection for agricultural land values is that the system allows us to analyze and interpret data from soil surveys, land use classification, and parcel boundaries. We can then take that processed data and import into a CAMA system to then assign a valuation depending on the soil composition of a specific acre of land and the use either cropland or non-cropland for that specific acre. In order to determine the actual use of every acre of land in the county, A physical review using the most recent aerial imagery available had to be performed. The review was performed by trained Ward County assessors reviewing 2017 aerial imagery from the USDA. The assessors drew what they saw and did not attempt to interpret or deviate from the mapping guidelines provided by the Ward County Soils Committee. Anything over an acre in size was mapped out. So if you have a slough or tree row on a parcel greater than an acre in size, that feature would be marked out and assessed as non-cropland. In prior year assessments, parcels were solely valued based on the soil types of the property. You will be able to see from the two images on this slide that there are correlations between land use and predominant soil types throughout Ward County. Data collected from the reassessment project conclude that there is a total of 1,223,434 acres in Ward County, of which 1,200,975 acres are assessed as agricultural land. Those acres of agricultural land make up 10,797 parcels, and each of those parcels contain any of the 256 different soil types identified throughout the county. In order to provide fair and equitable valuations for agricultural land, a valuation rule set had to be created. The rule set shown above details the valuation breakdown for each of the 12 land uses designated in the land use maps. This rule set was developed by the Ward County Soils Committee and approved by the Ward County Commission prior to the creation of the project. Every acre of agricultural land in the county is valued either as cropland, non-cropland, or exempt with zero valuation. To date, it has been determined that 68% of Ward County, excluding the city of Minot, is composed of cropland, 30% is composed of non-cropland, 1.4% is made up of roads and permanent water, and less than 1% is non-agricultural land. The parcel shown is a glimpse into the detail and amount of data that is used for the 2019 valuations. The areas colored yellow represent a land use of non-cropland, and the area colored green represent the land use of cropland. The 2019 valuations utilize soil types within actual land use. This parcel alone is composed of 24 different acreage valuations, based on soil type and land use, that when compiled, derive at the property's total true and full valuation. The documents shown are the detailed property record of the parcel from the previous image. All assessment data is available online through the tax equalization page on the Ward County website. Detailed property cards are available by request via email. Once all the data is collected and analyzed, a valuation must be assigned to every acre of agricultural land. To do so, we must know the total acres of each soil type per parcel. We must know the number of acres of every different land use for each soil type. And we must have a valuation to assign to each soil type depending on the land use. Ward County is required by state law to use the average agricultural land valuation certified by the State of North Dakota Tax Commissioner to determine a price per acre. The 2019 average agricultural value per acre certified was $588.86. Every year, the State Board of Equalization adopts a tolerance threshold that counties must adhere to. This year, the Ward County Commission has approved of an average agricultural land valuation of $554.42. This value per acre keeps Ward County compliant with the State Board of Equalization, and should not result in the State Board increasing valuations by a potential additional 6%. Ward County also adopted the same threshold deviation for the cropland and non-cropland valuations certified by the State Tax Commissioner. The 2019 average cropland valuation is $731 per acre, and the non-cropland valuation is $148 per acre. A common misconception that property owners have is that the county has increased the total dollar amount assessed to agricultural land, when in fact true and full value for 2019 is decreasing more than $40 million or roughly 6%. The increase and decrease that many property owners received was a redistribution of the tax burden in a more fair and equitable manner. Our assessment data shows that prior year assessments have reached a point that they were no longer equalized and a reassessment to value all property fairly was required. These assessments show that an acre of one soil type used for the same purpose in one portion of the county is assessed the same as any other portion of the county. In summary, the 2019 valuations represent a fair and equitable assessment for all agricultural land parcels throughout Ward County.